Let's face it, there will be difficult things you must accomplish at some point in your life. Everyone must deal with situations they genuinely don't like. When that happens, we must act, despite the fact that all we really want to do is curl up into a ball until the difficult part is over. When we struggle more than is necessary, it might be tough to get through these challenging times. In fact, we frequently experience the following when going through a difficult time: overwhelmed, scared, angry, vulnerable. If you want to accomplish something difficult, emotion control is crucial. The effort we put ourselves through can become even more difficult if we allow these feelings to rule us. The process of doing difficult things is typically difficult, even when life isn't all that difficult. Easy tasks are typically far more enjoyable since they are, well, easy. Then, after finishing that, we put off doing the more difficult tasks for as long as we can. What if, though, we didn't have to put off dealing with the challenging issues until we were forced to? What if we carried some tools with us to make difficult tasks easier? And perhaps we can accomplish this with less effort by getting out of our own way. Perhaps we could even pick up a few tips to help us find a permanent exit. So, here are some of my favorite techniques for completing challenging tasks more easily. How to first complete hard tasks with less struggle. 1. Do it right away. Yes, I am aware that we normally try to avoid doing the most difficult task first. However, it's somewhat similar to removing a bandage. Everyone is aware that removing a bandage slowly makes the pain seem worse and last longer. So, the majority of us would prefer to simply yank it off and finish the task at hand. The same is true of difficult tasks. Do it now rather than procrastinating and letting the pressure build up all day. Do the difficult tasks first thing in the morning to get them out of the way. In addition to feeling better physically, mentally, and spiritually, consider how simple everything else will appear once the challenging tasks are completed. 2. Divide difficult tasks into handleable units. When you divide something up into small, manageable bits, everything becomes easier. When something in front of us appears to be so enormous, massive, and frightening, we frequently struggle. We become too overloaded to even think about what the first step should be. We become entangled in the conflict. We may become so mired in it that we do nothing at all. Instead, divide the difficult task you need to do into achievable steps. Smaller steps will help you feel less overwhelmed and will increase the likelihood that you will complete the difficult section more quickly than you would if you attempted to complete the difficult task all at once. 3. Create a support network. Doing it alone makes it almost impossible to complete difficult tasks. Without a strong support network, even easy tasks might occasionally seem more challenging. When you have a group of people rooting for you, the struggle appears much bigger than it actually is. You have individuals you can count on to support you physically, emotionally, or spiritually. When you have a support system, your support network may occasionally enable you to overcome obstacles. Lacking a support group, you can seek help from a friend, a professional, a support group, or even yourself. You are certain that you can succeed. In order to sustain oneself over these challenging times in your life, constantly telling yourself that you are worth it, we must ultimately depend on ourselves first, though. Therefore, we might as well sustain ourselves completely now and forever. Additionally, if you already have a strong support system in place, it will be simpler to expand it. It will undoubtedly draw people to you who will support you in a similar way. 4. Self-control. Things that are difficult have a purpose. It's similar to dieting in that you enjoy pizza and chocolate so much that it can be difficult to switch to a salad. Discipline will get you through these difficult times. You are aware of your goals. Develop some discipline to accomplish the desired result. Then, eat wholesome foods as frequently as you can if you want to be healthy. It's not a good idea to eat all the pizza and chocolate you want. However, you may still enjoy pizza and chocolate if you practice discipline in your daily routines, just in moderation. When you decide to eat 80-90% nutritious meals and 10-20% pizza and chocolate, you are exercising discipline. Then you actually follow through on it, even when it's challenging, and especially when it's awful. Even when you want to give up during a difficult task, discipline will help you complete it. 5. Aim for your best effort rather than perfection. It's already difficult enough to complete some tasks. It becomes virtually impossible, though, when perfectionism is added. You must aim for best effort rather than perfection if your fear of failing to be perfect is keeping you from addressing the difficult situations. Best effort refers to achieving the best you can while anticipating a few hiccups along the road. Making your best effort also entails having faith in your ability to spot and fix errors as they occur. Every aspect of existence is imperfect. Making mistakes is how you improve. Get out of your own way and strive to be your best at all times. Only human you are. The more you simply put yourself out there and try your best, the easier life will be for you, and the more easily you will accomplish difficult tasks. 6. Act as your own cheerleader. Not everyone has a strong support network in place. In fact, that's probably the reason you've been having such a difficult time recently. When you're by yourself, things are difficult. However, that does not imply that it cannot be done. You're not destined to struggle forever, that much is clear. Being your own biggest fan is easy with mirror work. Leaving inspirational messages around your house or office is also acceptable. Before you take a difficult step, take a few steps in front of your reflection. Tell yourself you can do it while staring yourself in the eye. Believe you are deserving of an easy result, that you are competent and intelligent, and, by golly, everyone adores you. Leaving inspirational notes around your house or office is another excellent method to constantly remind yourself that you can do it if talking to yourself feels awkward. 7. Focus your energy on the task at hand. It takes a lot of energy to complete difficult tasks. It will require some effort on your part if you want to do it humanely, even if it's only calling your lover to break up with him. So be sure to schedule challenging tasks for those times of day when you feel the most energized. If you choose to complete the difficult task when you are at your highest level of energy, as opposed to when you are feeling depleted, there will be much less struggle. 8. Practice makes perfect. Where is Carnegie Hall located? You exercise. What do I do when faced with a challenging situation? Like saying no, especially considering how devoted a people pleaser I am. I first prepare what I want to say to them. It's possible that you have to speak in front of a group and detest doing so. Practice certainly would be beneficial and make things a lot simpler. It makes the procedure simpler while you're actually going through it if you give yourself some time to think about it, say it aloud, or however you can do it. This can also help you to accomplish difficult tasks more easily because practice will enable you to identify your current areas of weakness. Please let us know in the comments box below if you found this article to be useful. Please click the share button if you know of a few people who would also find this information useful.